Hi, welcome to Table for Two. I'm Onezie.
And I'm the Elusive Bigfoot.
Today we're talking about our top 5 art in games.
Yeah. So for me, I'm looking at art that is memorable to me, something that I like for whatever reason. Not necessarily beautiful or attractive, but it is something that definitely appealed for me. How did you choose yours?
I went with what's beautiful and what I liked.
Okay, gotcha. I guess I don't always like the beautiful things.
That's okay.
Just kidding. Wait, give it to me. Give it to me. There it is. See? Just like that.
All right, why don't you go first with one of yours?
Okay, so these are not in any particular order, except for the last one. I'm going to give you my favorite at the end. All right, so the first game that I'm going to mention is Glow. It is a black and white game where you move your pieces throughout. You're traversing through this place that has a lot of darkness, and you're creating fragments of light, and you have companions, and it's a great deck drafting game. We found that it works great with bigger numbers as well as 2 players. We really liked it. Really hard to find, so if you can find it, good for you.
Glow is fun. Glow looks good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. One of mine on my list is Wonderland's War.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a lot of beautiful Alice in Wonderland art. It's kind of 2 games in one, 2 game boards in one. All the cards look great. All the boards look great. The little figurines look great. Wonderland's War.
Great. Okay, my next one is Dixit. Dixit is a great card gaming playing. It's kind of like apples to apples in a way, where someone names a topic or they have a thing and everyone's participating cards. And the idea is to gain points for people picking your card that thinks that is the easiest way to describe a topic, and I think you're the person who invented that topic. So for instance, if I said quiet silence, everyone's going to look at their cards. I know the card that inspired me for quiet silence. I'll place it upside down. Everyone else picks a card that describes quiet silence, and they put it upside down. Shuffle the cards, display them all, and everyone's voting for the card they think was mine. I'm not allowed to vote for mine, of course, because I know which one it was. So you get points if almost everyone finds yours. If everyone finds yours, I don't get any points, but everybody else does. If nobody finds points, I don't get mine, but everybody else does. So you want almost everyone to find your card. So one thing I like about Dixit is that you look twice at the art. Like, you think it's one thing, and then when you look closely, it is something that's completely different.
I was going to mention that because Dixit is on my list too. It's our first duplicate of the day.
Okay.
But the thing, like she just mentioned, is that the more you look at these cards in Dixit, the stranger they become. You take a glance at it and you think, oh, that's this. And then you look closer and you're like, huh. So there's a lot of unusual art in there, kind of disturbing art sometimes if you think about it too much. And check out Dixit for sure. There are lots of expansions with equally weird and intriguing art.
Yeah, and I find that it's a great game to bring to gatherings for people who have not necessarily played games, or during the holidays I bring it out with my family. They really like it as well.
All right. So why don't we go, since we duplicated.
Why don't you go next?
You want me to go next?
Yes.
I will go next. All right, my next one up is Suro. And in addition to the pieces looking nice and the board looking nice, my main reason for choosing this one on the artwork is because when you open the box, there's a thin piece of rice paper.
It's like parchment.
Parchment?
Yeah.
And it just has a beautiful looking sea dragon on it. And it's lovely.
Yeah.
And that's why I chose Suro.
Okay. My next one, okay, let me do this one first. The next one I have is Ghost Stories. So it is a very challenging game. I think we've only really won it once, maybe. It's a dice rolling game, and you have to get, as you roll the dice, you want to match the requirements for the cards to beat the ghosts that will start to invade, and they get closer and closer and closer, and then it'll start to haunt the village. So what you want to do is defeat as many ghosts as you can before the big baddie comes out. And it's a game that we do enjoy playing around the holiday or during Halloween. Super hard to win, but all of the pieces on there are just so beautiful. From the ghosts that are doing the haunting, how they're leaning slightly forward, so they're encroaching, to the cards themselves, to the tiles of the village. Just everything is so beautiful. And that is Ghost Stories.
Ghost Stories. All right. My penultimate choice, my next to last choice,
Okay.
is Above and Below.
Oh yeah.
So with Above and Below, it's all cards.
Mhm.
The art is great artwork on the cards, and you're laying out your village above the ground and your village below the ground.
Mhm.
And when you lay these cards down, you really feel like you're creating a scene,
Mhm.
a scene of artwork.
Mhm.
So Above and Below, great game. Check it out.
One thing I like about this game is if you're looking to get into role playing, but you don't really know how to do this, Above and Below will guide you through an adventure. So based on what you roll and the card that you flipped over you chose, it's going to ask you, it's going to create a little scene. It says, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? And then based on your choices, you're going to get certain resources. And so with those resources, you can start to buy certain things or gain points. So great choice. All right, that brings me to my next one, and it is The Art of Chill with Bob Ross. Because who doesn't like a great Bob Ross inspired art? It is a game where you're trying to paint a picture by Bob Ross, and you need to collect your colors and your paintbrushes in order to fulfill the requirements for painting this picture. And it's just who can do it first. A lot of fun, very simple game.
It's a happy little game.
It is a happy little game, but it's not the game called Happy Little Game. I think there's one that's
No, it's
called
The
Happy
Art
Little
of
Trees.
Chill.
Yeah, this one is the Art of Chill that we
The Art
have.
of Chill.
And you put it on a little easel, and you just move the little picture of Bob Ross down the track.
All right, so we haven't discussed it, but we're up to the number one game. I
Yeah.
have a feeling that we chose the same one,
Okay.
and so I think we should try to say it at the same time.
All right.
All right,
Call it out.
okay.
Count it down.
And the number one game is three, two, one.
Court
Court
of
of
the
the
Dead.
Dead.
Mourner's Call. That is it. Yeah.
Tell us about Court of the Dead.
All right. So, Court of the Dead is created by Sideshow Collectibles, and they are the ones who they used to go to Comic-Con every year. They were not there this last year, but they create these beautiful bust and maquettes, and they created this whole realm of the underworld. It's made out of flesh, bone, and spirit, where they're trying to take over the underworld, but they don't really want, you know, heaven, if you will, to know what's going on, or hell to know what's going on. And so they're competing the whole time for taking over. So it is a combination of, of territory management or area management, as well as set collection, as well as miniatures that you're moving around while you're trying to pay. There's also a bidding part where everyone pays the tithe, and you put a number of souls in your hand, everyone does it, and you flip it over and you see, did you pay enough? And then if you did, you get certain benefits. If as a team you did not, then certain bad things will start to happen. But what's beautiful is that the artistry from Sideshow Collectibles is in the cards and in the little figurines. And so, playing this game with new people, that it can take quite a while to play the first time because everyone starts looking at the artwork that's on the cards rather than playing their cards. But I totally get it. It is part of the reason why I had to buy it. It's take a look at it. Use your Google, go to Sideshow Collectibles, and take a look at this beautiful art.
Yeah, when we got Court of the Dead, we love the artwork so much. I want to say that it's maybe the cardboard dust cover of the box.
Oh yeah.
We took the cardboard dust cover off the box and we framed it.
It's a sleeve.
We
Yeah.
put it up on the wall. We love the artwork that much for
Yeah.
Court of the Dead.
All right, so I think that's all of our choices for top art. So let us know what it is that you like, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe. We would love to, have you join our little family of Table for Two.
I'm Onezie.
And I'm the Elusive Bigfoot. Thanks for watching.